nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfucker past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast, locked within a cage. They're setting traps, and almost killed me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Broken on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where do we go from here? From here?
So what's up, everybody? What's up?
What's going on?
T.O.G in the house,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
already
sir.
know what we do, man. Back for another week.
Sure is.
Up
What's
under the
going on
palm
with
tree.
you?
You already
Yeah,
know.
we sitting up on the tree.
Up under the tree, baby. So everybody ain't got that lecture.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, man. So look, you know how we get down. So the week, how was the week?
Man, you know, my week, like I say, man, you know, I sound like a broken record, but it's productive. Productive, you know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. My main thrive, you know what I'm saying? My longing is staying productive. You know? And production doesn't mean monetary all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It means relationships, it means service, it means my love, a lot of things that goes along that's not material wise.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this week, this past week, we did a lot of things. We went to see Bending the Arc.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if you get a chance to check that out, see, can we get it put in our link? Man, listen, check it out. It's a documentary about ancestry.
Okay.
Of Alabama. These people from Alabama, they talking about ancestry and how they found their kinfolks. You know what I'm saying? And it's about the master and the slave type relationship.
Yeah.
And they find out their cousins or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? And they go back and they look at it and they talk about it. And they talk about it honestly, you know, from both perspectives.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that really got me about it when we went there, that the audience was a predominantly white audience.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whoa. I said, people wanting to learn. They want to see and understand what's actually happened, what really went on. Because if I've been lied to for years and years and years, thinking that the whole reason that I believe this is because of this, but this it's being questioned now.
Yeah.
You know, real people want to find out the truth. You know, you want to find out.
Blacks ain't the only one that were lied to.
No. And we got to recognize and understand that because we would cast a shadow on good people.
Yeah.
For thinking that everybody knew. Everybody, they was duped like we would do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a very interesting show. I mean, and it was just, and then as we were leaving, and we stepping out, and it was everybody was in there on the film talking about we end up being cousins. So we leaving, and this white guy and his wife, he letting her out, and we coming right behind. So he opened the door for me and my wife.
Yeah.
Tari Williams, how you doing? How you doing?
He's the Barry White on you.
She's very independent. Her name has not changed. I want my name. Okay, I'm just kidding. And she loves me. I love her.
Damn sure don't. We damn sure don't say Tara.
Yeah, no, because she's
okay,
our own person.
Cool. How do you think of it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, as we leaving, he opens the door.
Okay.
And Tyra walked out. He shakes Tyra's hand, and I walk out, shake his hand. So man, Tyra walked. I'm like, do. Tyra said, do you know who that was? I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
That was Don Siegel.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
And he said, hey, cousin.
Yeah, he said,
hey, cousin.
yeah.
Because in the film, they were saying how we all related and like we all.
She going on now. And you take that money, give me the screw shit. Hey, to the left. Hey, nigga, you go sit down for a minute. Sleep with one of us,
Yeah,
nigga.
but,
Took that money.
Oh, he told you, hey, cousin.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, cousin." You know what I'm saying? I'm sure how I'm tripping. You know, when you get what you give with me,
Mm-hmm.
you know what
The
I'm saying?
hate you give.
The hate you give.
Boy, that's the name of the movie.
You get what you give. If you show me love, and if you show me that I think this because of this, and I really believe this, then I have to respect that. You know, I was talking to a guy today, and I was thinking about love, and I was just meditating in the morning, thinking about love. And I was thinking about love and judgment. So if you judge, then how can you love? Because I love who you are, and the total essence of you.
Period.
So if you do something that I think is this, but I know it's you, then I'm still loving that because I know that's you. I might not go along with that, but I don't stop loving you. You know what I'm saying? It's when you get to the point where you feel like persons, individuals have to live up to your standards of what you think they are. That's what I've been dealing with and meditating on because you just have to grow and continue to grow.
Yeah, I mean, you have to meet people where they at, man.
Yeah.
And we don't we get mad at people because they're not like who we want them to be.
Right.
You know, like the person never changed from the beginning.
Nah.
And so we tend to get mad at stuff they do. They've been doing it. Yeah. They've been doing like this. It's just what you think they should be is what's making you mad. And so we do this all the time.
But my thing is, it used to be a word back in the day. I ain't studying you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like, I'm talking about. In our actuality, when you break it down, it's like study, study. It wasn't studying.
I used to always ask, because I knew that we came from the proper shit, right?
Yeah.
So when I heard people say, "I ain't studying you," I'm like, "How the hell do you spell that?" Because if you spell it the way the word, you got to be saying, "I ain't studying you."
Yeah.
With the Y-I-N-G.
We put the thing
studying
on
you.
We ain't studying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if people stop studying other people, and study themselves, you know what I'm saying, and control your parameters and your boundaries, and then you'll put yourself in situations where you're around people that are just like you, or have an understanding or have a capability of being in relationships that are positive. It's when you lose your boundaries and stop understanding you and start looking for you and other people. Therefore, the judging comes in.
Yeah.
Meaning you're not right because you think you know who you are, so you're looking at them. They shouldn't be doing this. What make you think they should?
Nigga, tell me about what's going on. You got the patch. I see the patch.
Oh man,
I see the money. The money Mike had. I said, yo, what's going on? Talk to me, nigga.
I mean, man, listen, we've been working on some things, like I said, for a minute, man, for some years, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really do no celebrate, but man, it's really something to celebrate.
Gotcha.
The city of Birmingham has decided to invest in having a hospital-linked violence intervention. And what that is that we deal with people who have been in gunshot victims, okay? And then we go in and we look at and talk to them how we go from where we at that point, and how we move forward with your life getting better. Because evidently something that happened before caused this happen. And sometimes it don't be that. Sometimes it'll just be in the wrong place, wrong time. But we want to say that the trauma that comes behind that needs to be attended to, whether you really understand it or not.
Where do y'all go to talk to these people?
I mean, we have different spaces we call safe places.
Okay.
Just in case, you know what I'm saying, they're in a ongoing something that we don't know. We're just here to help them move forward from the place they're at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we go to the hospital first and foremost.
Okay. All hospitals?
No, just UAB.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we go there and we talk, and they get a referral, and they decide whether they want to talk to us about their recovery or their forward progress from this point. And we have resources, you know what I'm saying? We have things that can help them. We have counseling. We have educational benefits that can help them through other resources throughout the greater Birmingham area from the grassroots. A lot of nonprofit organizations that give these things that our people don't know about. You know, we have a lot of stuff out here now that we can benefit from to help the families that need help. It's already here. It's already here.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Bridging those gaps is what's gonna make it even better. And that's what we do. We just bridging gaps. We just like, hey, you don't know how to fill out your SSI. Well, we got people who know how to do that. Let us see, can we do it. You can't afford counseling, but you know you need counseling.
Mm-hmm.
We got people that's ready to give you counseling. You know, and that's and carry on in a more aftercare type thing, continuum care from being traumatized from a gunshot victim. You know what I'm saying? That's traumatizing. So, you know, and showing that we as a community care about each other. So we're not any type of professional that what you would call a professional in the mainstream norms. You know, we ain't counselors, we ain't social workers, we ain't none of that. We're people who've been through the same thing that they're going through.
The best are professionals.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, professional. Okay.
You got to normalize.
I got to normalize. Okay, my bad. We are professionals.
Yeah.
In the sense that we are professionals.
Y'all been trained. And you've gone through.
We trained. We
got lived experience.
See, that's the best.
See, I don't do well with that type of stuff. We've done what we had. We're not just sitting out here and hadn't been trained, hadn't been now to stop the bleed. We know a lot of things for a hospital, go and triage and understand. We understand case management. We understand mental health and mental health.
Crisis intervention.
Crisis intervention specialists. Incredible. We went through all of this. It's not like we don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just as me as the person that I am, you know, and I can't stop learning first and foremost. Mm-hmm. So to say that, you know, which we have to say it, but to say that I'm where I want to be, I'm not. Yeah, I'm put it like that. I'm still growing.
I think we all. The motherfucker tell you they where they want to be. I mean, the mindset is so small. I mean, shit, I think we all got a lot of growing to do. And I don't think nobody is exactly where they want to be. You get what I'm saying? So, look, bro. So my week. So how I want to break this down. So my week been like, you know how you just itching up. That's how my week been.
Okay.
So boom. So I want to, you know, I'm transparent. I'm an open book, and I always tell my people, shit, motherfucker go through some shit, right? Mm-hmm. So I think I can announce now. You know, I want to congratulate my wife. She got a job, so she started working Monday. It was a process, and like you know, we didn't chop up a little bit about it. Right. Shit, we during that process, man, we were going through some shit. Mm-hmm. Like it was tough times, like you know, and I remember you like, nigga, stop complaining. I'm like, bro, I'm just that dude. I ain't complaining. I'm just trying to get it off my chest because, you know, I always been, you know, through tough times. I always came through it, you know, whatever come, you know, come toward my way, you know, God gonna see to it that I make it through. Mm-hmm. This time got a little tougher. Mm-hmm. You know, it was really testing our wheels. Even it was testing our I want to say our relationship a little bit because I saw our relationship getting a little tedious. Like, cause we was together so much, and it was like, you know how you get real chippy with each other. I don't care what you say, you motherfucker ready to snap back at you. You know, it was getting now. I was like, whoa, what's going on? We ain't like this. And so I think, you know, when they say, you know, God is always on time, the timing was so perfect when she got the job. Cause it was like, cause I kept telling myself, shit, you know, I'm praying in the morning in the tub, in the shower, take a shower, like, God, please let me get the job. I'm like, real talk, I'm praying like, Lord, please just let her get the job. You know, You know, because I know even her sanity. I was like, please let a good job, because she been on a couple interviews, and you know how you go to one or two interviews and you don't hear nothing else. And I was getting discouraged, and I could tell it was like let down. Like I ain't gonna do no more interviews. So finally, you know, she got this one, and so I was like, thank you. So I'm in the stores, because I told you I was in this car to get them. So I'm in the stores. When we get into the little spats, we get into. I was like, shit, I can't wait. So when the countdown, when she got the job, I was like, she was still going. I was like, okay, 200. Two more days, like, but yeah, man, I'm just telling you, you talking about tough times. It was tough. And like I said, we ain't like the win words, but I'm just telling you, like, you know, normally when you don't see the light in the tunnel, now you can see the light, and I'm like, Lord, thank you.
But you know what? I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you and I'm saying, you saying, well, man, when you were saying that, you know, I would complain, nigga, if you were going through something, you a bougie ass nigga. You didn't even seem like you were going through nothing. That's why I thought you would. I'm like, when I see what's going on now, what I'm saying is, you held that shit well. I mean, you didn't. I'm talking about for real.
I've always been like that.
But see, I'm looking at you like, man, what? Cause I'm ready for you to do this like this.
Man, it's been times. It's been some wins since I be like, want to call you, be like, bro, I ain't gonna be doing that. It's just like I've been knocked down too many times.
See, you see, but you ain't never expressed nothing that even sound like that. So I'm still giving you the big one. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Nigga, man, we been attitude.
Nigga, I ain't got nothing. What's up? Nigga, what's happening? Look, so you ain't telling me. I'm like, nigga, you bullshit.
I fought Mike Tyson.
What the fuck Mike Tyson got to do with it?
You know, Mike Tyson whooped niggas back in the day. You know, niggas were getting whooped. I just fought Mike Tyson and made it.
Oh, you said you fought Mike Tyson?
Yeah, like those Mike Tyson blows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like it was blows. Exactly, like you was a blow, like boom, like God, I can't get back up. But yeah, bro, I'm just
I ain't know, man, because I'm not used to. I'm used to the person I'm used to, especially with the family unit. But as you being who you are, I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, a dedication and a drive that hadn't faltered. And I'm like, I know it. That's why I ain't give you no slack. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't look like you was like, oh man, I've been hit by Mike Tyson. I'm gonna hit you again. I ain't no shit. So I'm just saying to myself, what the hell would they do here? He tripping, man. I don't know what's wrong. You know, but see, the love kept me from saying that's why I came with that. Because if I love you, regardless, I don't have to know what you're going through. I just gotta know that I love you. And I gotta sit back and say, okay, I don't like this bullshit. But I'm gonna wait and see what the fuck is going on. Because goddamn, I know this person. I know this inner spirit, the enlightened self of this person, whether he knows it or she knows it or not. I see that spark in this person that's there. They might be working through something to make sure it come to full fruition, but I know it's there. When I see you, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucking guy voodoo? There ain't nothing wrong with this motherfucker. But it wasn't that. It just but I'm gonna push you to who you're supposed to be, who you have shown me you are.
And then I try to stand on integrity too. If I give you my word, bro, I'm standing on it. Like regardless of what I'm going through.
Bro, let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with me. You know, I'm gonna give you the goddamn blues by not having integrity. I mean, you gonna give it to me. So you know that was all good. And then I ain't even mentioned about these two lovely counterparts, the wives of both of us. I get more bud. I get more shit. Did I say bud?
Yep.
I'm talking about, man, listen. Listen, if I had a teacher like this one in high school, I probably wouldn't did none of this I did. Because, man, if I'm telling you, don't play. It got to be right. It got to be, you know, I like to play. I like to run around, do shit. No, bro. And then look, it's so funny. I mean, when we first really started working together a little bit, I said, okay, she said, well, you got it. All you got to do is tell me, and I did. I'd be like, okay, well, I wrote that little bit down. Go ahead. She said, well, nigga, if you're not going to be in here with me, I'm not finna do it.
Yeah. She didn't do it for you.
Nah, you're not going to do it for me. Because it don't help me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get that. So, you know.
So, I mean.
Shout out to my wife and the.
Yeah, more different. All
the white women, period. You know what I'm saying?
They keep us sitting up. Keep it straight.
Yeah, I love the tough ones. I love them. I love the mother don't nonsense and don't take no shit because they keep me on my toe.
And I get, anytime I talk to my oldest daughters, we talk, and she asked me, she said, well, Dad, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing fine. She like, no, how you doing? She always asks me about, how your sanity, you doing any self-care, about you. She said, I get it, I get you that strong man, you gotta take care of everybody, blah, blah, blah. But she like, and I don't think it's crazy, but I don't think nobody ever asks how you people ask how you doing, they just kind of speak how you doing.
Right. And then that's the next.
That's so cliche. That's what to say.
Right.
And she'll be like, no, Dad, how you doing? And so I was like, well, I'm all right. If the family good, man, people just don't know how how much
that mean.
Yeah,
that means a lot.
If my family good, man,
hey,
man, I'm great.
Cause I'm gonna be all right.
Man, you get it?
Man, listen, I lived off the grandma noodles and vinyl sausage and crackers and sauce meat in a damn cooler. We didn't even have electricity. Exactly. We lived in one room. Remember that? Exactly. One room.
I'm watching my baby girl eat mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah.
I watch my baby girl. She eat mayonnaise sandwiches, right? And she eat mayonnaise sandwiches because she don't like whatever we can eat. And I look back and later, I used to do it too. I used to eat mayonnaise sandwiches, syrup sandwiches, ketchup sandwiches.
I believe that one don't like mayonnaise now. But that back then, that best little sandwich it was.
You feel baby, Duke mayonnaise good.
I can't. We got Dukes.
Dukes
and Helmets.
Yeah.
I like to cook with Dukes and then use Helmets like for sandwiches.
I mean, we did Bama for a minute too. We did Bama.
I can do light Duke.
Like Duke.
Like Duke.
I don't like Duke.
Yeah. No, I mean,
oh,
I spread it.
I was saying that like Duke.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that one. Yeah, it's like,
I can't.
Oh, but Duke mayonnaise.
But I used to like sandwich spread though.
Yeah.
Oh, never.
Yeah, I used to like sandwich spread.
Never. I'm in Publix yesterday. I'm gonna show y'all how the young generation is so different from us. So, dude at Publix ordering a sandwich.
Okay.
He telling the people what to put on the sandwich. Woo, woo, woo. And so he tell the girl, the young lady, she said, you want what else you want on? He said, y'all got any grape or plum? She said, what? So I'm standing there, and the lady behind, she said, baby, these young kids don't know what that is. So even the manager, little dude, walked up.
Yeah.
Dude said, excuse me, so what did you say? Because I can hear you. He said, do y'all got any grape or plum? So I'm glad, I'm saying that. So he looked at me like, dude, look at me like. I said, bro, I said, man, that's on aisle 4. I know what it's grape or plum. It's on aisle 4.
It's on aisle 4.
Up on top shelf, right?
Yeah.
So dude said, the man said, I'm curious. I'm gonna go over there and look. I said, bro, we really telling our age. You the dude said it used to be a commercial. I said, yeah. Hey, excuse me, do you have any grape or plum? But you know what I'm talking about, bro? That's just, we all that time.
But I was listening to a guy the other day, and he really said some deep shit because all of us basically are in that Generation X type. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he was saying that Generation X is some of the least motherfuckers you're gonna be able to fool because we done seen everything.
We've seen it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We done seen the lies. We done seen our parents do what they said not to do, and now we up with them dealing with what they done did. We done went past all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So now we sitting up here like, you know what I'm saying, they coming with the game, they shoot the same game to the youngsters, and the youngsters doing the same thing we did because they don't want to listen to us because they figure that we failure because we ain't got what they seeing on TV right now.
Right.
But they not understanding that TV shit is mesmerizing, mysticizing, and categorizing you into a cell. Okay? Or hell. And hell ain't nothing but the grave. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, until we figure out a way to bridge that gap so we can talk to them and they can listen to it. Not what we tell them to do, but what we tell them not to do. See, we can't sit up and I can't tell you what to do. But I can tell you what not to do. I promise you that. And if you'll listen to what not to do, then maybe we can keep you on what you need to be doing.
Yeah, speaking of the young generation, man, the young generation, I want to talk about the money they making, right? The type of money they making in I don't want them to kind of repeat that cycle of what we did. You know, people had money back then. I mean, because I think, you know, now we talk about, damn, if I had the mindset right now, what I had, if I had the mindset back then and what I have now, I would have did so different. And so I think if the younger generation just listen, we ain't trying to tell you per se, hey, you need to do this, do that, do that. We ain't trying to treat it like that to you, but we know that wonder of making that good money, that shit don't stay open.
But listen, this was just came to me. See, we didn't have time to think when we were making money.
Yeah.
Not having time to think, hurry up and brought us into a situation where we had to either fall behind, either people played you, beat you out of some, people that wasn't straight up, people snitched on you, went to prison, you died. I mean, we didn't have time to think like that. In order now, they have time to think, but they don't think like we think.
And then we had nobody really just telling us, hey, young blood, you need to do this.
No, we ain't had none of that. We just had to watch.
Yeah, like we had to learn.
Yeah, you had to watch. They weren't studying.
That generation have people that trying to talk. Tell them.
Yeah, because we didn't have it.
And I don't want them to look at us and be like, well, shit, you ain't got nothing. How can you tell me?
Well, see, they don't know what nothing is.
They don't know, exactly. Then they don't know what we used to have.
I mean, it doesn't matter about what we used to have. Because what we used to have is the only thing that we have. The things that we used to have was gotten by the things that we are. Okay? So my thing is, they don't understand who we are. And we a lot of us have got to the point, I'm gonna say we, a lot of us got to the point where a lot of this material stuff is invaluable to us. We know it doesn't matter. It's more about what can we leave our structure, our family, our livelihood, our relationships, our loved ones. How can we make the latter days of the people that have been hurt in the former days better?
Exactly. How can we leave it better?
How can we leave it better?
Yeah.
We're not sitting up here thinking about Gucci, Ferragamo, all that shit. That don't mean that, because them folks over there do. Man, we're thinking about when Connie get to the point where she can't, are we gonna be able to do? Are we gonna be able to make sure? Are they gonna be able to sit back and say, okay, if it's a little help, we don't want them struggling, us struggling, because we saw the struggle they went through. We're the people that really can make the difference if we decide to.
And then we got to make better decisions, even if something happens to our parents. Like, do they have life insurance? Something so simple.
Something simple that people.
It's simple, but it seems like every time you'll be like, "Oh, I know they got life insurance," and I would come up, they ain't have life insurance. It always come up, they didn't have life insurance.
But the thing is, a lot of time it's not. It's not that they're not responsible. They don't have it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, life insurance is a bill, whether we want to.
Every month.
I mean, it's a bill. Okay? If you're struggling to pay water, gas, lights, I mean, come on, man.
What you think gonna cut off first?
Life.
But what's crazy, that shouldn't be the one you cut off.
I mean,
I know
about it.
I get
so you're gonna pay into a life insurance, you're gonna pay into your death. Instead of paying into what's happening at the present time that you're doing, you're gonna pay into that present. You're not looking to die. This is a future thing that you're saying to yourself, baby. You go through a situation. I don't want my folks. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but when the light bill and everything else start getting come, you got to take care of what you're doing, even to get there.
But I used to be there, and but what's crazy, the struggle I was talking about earlier. To this day, we didn't have life insurance. Like I said, we weren't even working. We got life insurance on our own. We done paid that life insurance every month for over a year and a half. Every month, even through the struggle, couldn't pay that bill. Couldn't pay that goddamn life insurance. We learned that. You get what I'm saying? We like shit. We gonna have that life insurance because something happened. You want to be talking about we finna do is go fund me. We can't bury it or whatever we talking about doing, or we leaving the kids some. You know what I'm saying? That gonna be in play.
Well, yeah, I get it, but I put God life insurance in play when I need to pay other bills. Dear Lord,
Exactly.
you understand where I'm at?
Man, you
understand what's going on. I can't keep giving these folks my money when I need to eat, when I need to take care of my family, when I need to turn this. I can't keep giving this. Keep me, hold me, save me, because you've been with me, and I know you ain't changing. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I don't bet on these folks because they might trip, but I know he ain't gonna trip because he done been with me through everything I've been through. So when it comes and I get to the nitty gritty, I go to the point where I found my most peace, my most love, and that was him, that was her. Whatever this God is, this energy that gathers and holds strength in me, then that's the one. That's what I deal with. I don't worry about this mess here they talking about.
Yeah.
Cause I done seen something else.
Yeah.
I done seen where couldn't nobody do nothing and they got done.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even, that's, I understand those fears and the, and I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking about this period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I done been places to where he brought me out of, or she brought me out of that. That's not having life insurance. Like, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there. I ain't tripping. But I've been to them extremes.
Yeah. I mean,
So that don't even, my mind be on something, I'm trying to stay focused and grounded because I see so far into what's going on.
Man, I want to speak up for the people, man, that's getting income taxes, man. Because it just seems like a lot of people be hating or get mad at because people finna get their income tax. I mean, I don't think, if you was able to get an income tax, I don't think you'd be mad.
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask the people that's mad about getting something. Let me ask them something. Because you're not mad.
At all.
Okay. Let me ask the people that are mad. If you're mad, because what?
People getting income tax. I mean,
they're getting their income tax back from
their money. It's their money.
Okay. You should be mad every day that they go to work.
You feel me? I'm like,
you should be mad every day that they pay their bill, that they buy things for their children, their spouse, their loved ones. You should be mad every day that they buy food at the grocery store and pay another tax off of the tax that they got from their check. You should be mad at everything that goes on within the system. If you're mad at all that, you can't be mad at them because they didn't do none of that.
Like, now I be like, let's do like, we get the income tax. We do the same thing every year. You got a lot of people, they're going to be behind, so they're going to catch up on their bill or halfway. Halfway.
Yeah.
If they're going to do that, then, you ain't had money so long, you're going to splurge a little. You're going to buy you some stuff you ain't had.
I'm going to celebrate me.
I'm going to eat. I'm going to buy
celebrate me.
Yeah.
A little bit at least.
Then, we're going to go, we're going to go get a lemonade stand. We're going to go buy a lemon, nigga. We definitely going to buy a lemon car.
Yeah, with the tag going to be on there for 3 months.
How longer?
2 years later, you still in that
long. 2-3 months later, that bitch broke down and Repo Man come to get it. Stuff like that. And we do the same thing year in and year out. And I'm just like, you got to change that mind. I speak about investing a lot. I mean, find some stuff you don't mind investing in. I mean, one of the biggest things you can invest in is property. I mean, shit, that's a no-brainer. People doing it all day. Find something to invest in and make to bring money back. Clothes ain't gonna bring money back. All this high price, like you say, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that stuff. Hey man, Them people pay regardless.
I mean, man, I done seen. I used to go overseas in the military and go into Gucci stores, and the same thing they paying thousands and thousands of dollars. You remember when I came back with all that Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and all that? I mean,
way
man,
back.
Man, I'm
way
talking
back.
about this was '88 when
Yeah.
I came back with
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
I came back with so much Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I mean, I had Gucci sweatsuits. I mean, all this stuff back then. But that was like by the time I got back here to Alabama, I was out in California. And it was like the thing, you know, fur coats, everything, you know, perms, all that. It was the thing out there. You know what I'm saying? And we played, but when I got here, you couldn't really. It wasn't set up like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so as it began, a lot of things that Alabama doing, or a lot of people that's in Alabama, they're branching more out now. But you know, it's still old stuff. It's old people been doing this. You know, so we keep repeating certain cycles that keep us in a self-degenerating frame of thinking.
Michael Jordan shoes.
We keep the same cycles.
We're the same shoes to the 80s.
Same cycles.
And they
no innovation, no want to drive to go to do something different, no want to drive to combine and become something different, no want to drive to create and break down certain barriers. You know, you got to have want and drive to do this, but you got to have understanding that if you don't understand what happened before you, you won't understand what's coming in front of you. Okay.
I'm so glad, you know, I didn't, you know, I don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking people buying the Michael Jordan, the Jordans or whatever.
No, that's
the lobby 50 this year. I bought one pair of Jordan for myself in 50 years. One pair.
The first pair of Jordan I bought, I was in prison. And I brought them. They got sent out, brought them in. But I had never had Jordan before that. Now our thing when I was coming with Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? So
I was a big Air Max. I was a big Air Max.
Yeah, Air Max was nice.
The one with the bubble.
But you go polo wear shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, my shit was Tommy and Nautica. I was more
Nautica.
Nautica and Tommy. Cause I remember we used to go to the strip joint and they called me Tommy. Hey Tommy, you know. Tommy.
I still wear Nautica. My sister-in-law brought me some nice Nautica shirts.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, man.
I used to try to be different. Everybody wearing polo. I'm like Nautica.
Yeah, Nautica was like, but you know, I always equated Nautica with me going out to sea.
Yeah, I like
you know what I'm saying.
Like summer.
Yeah. Because Nautica's all about sea life and all that for real. And just going out on them cruises and different, being in the military.
Yeah.
So I was like that.
So we need to create our own brand. Put our own.
Oh yeah. I was thinking. I was talking. I was listening to a thing today, and he broke down how do you get the best out of you. It's like patent is the biggest thing. You get patent, trademark, and then copyright.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, and there's some different jewels he dropped. He said, why not? You know, cause you can the name and I say if you trademark the symbol and put the name up under it, then the whole thing trademark. I might just find out where it went, but he gave some jewels out that we need to be looking at because of what we're trying to do. It's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna be coming up forward. First of all, let me say what's up to my homie Vanderpool. Larry, what's happening? You normally come on. What's up, Larry? Different things that we dealing with. We finna open up a little bit. I've been meeting publicists and what else they call them? All these type people that's talking to me about advertising and doing social media campaign for us. We haven't really had time to do that because we really live in life. See, this is the thing, you know, it's a lot of influencers and people that you know that's on here that pop. They get millions and millions of followers. They, you know what I'm saying, for whatever they do, like bravo. But see, when we do this on Wednesday night, we're actually living a life every day. We're not just social media influencers. We're not coming on here to sell you anything or brand anything. We're actually living a life where we're, you know, with y'all in day-to-day living.
Dude, I'm sitting here looking at you. I'm in awe. I'm laughing, but I'm happy. And I'm hearing the shit you're saying. Like, you talking about social media. You talking about copyrights. You talking about branding. You talking about, you know what I'm saying? All the shit I can remember, a couple years ago, we chopped it up. And you was saying that shit like, man,
Nah,
that ain't
I'm
what's
a,
happening. Like, but I'm sitting here watching you talk about this stuff now. Like,
but when I get into it,
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying,
yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you in.
yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
like, I'm checking this out, I'm checking that out.
yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah. I
sure.
mean, for real,
Yeah.
because see, the thing I've seen is that man, we really got something that could help people.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, all bullshit aside.
Yeah.
I mean, from both sides, from us, from our people, from our communities, from our relationships with other people outside, from different families. We have something that can help the world, not just in Birmingham. So why not? I mean, people gonna get it whether we see they get it in our lifetime
Yeah.
or the next.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get it sooner or later whenever they are able to
Yeah.
grasp the jewels that are being dropped. But I mean, let's grow with it. So I'm committed.
Yeah, good shit, man.
I mean, committed, regardless of we ain't got to have no bunch of this and bunch of that because this is important.
Dude, did you hear about the guy? I think it was Daphne, Alabama. He killed his brother, his grandma, his
I
granddad,
believe Todd. Let me talk about that.
and his friend. So a young cat killed all these people. And when I see something like, I'm like, what the fuck went through this kid mind? Like,
He's mentally ill.
and I get it. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not knocking, but I be like, so grandparents off limit. I ain't never back in our time. We never knew motherfucker killed this grandmama or grand. Because that was off limit. Granny could do whatever. You love grandmama, right? So I'm looking at nowadays these kids. Grandma been bullying me up in the
There's a different type of grandmama out there.
God Almighty. So I mean to actually carry that out, like.
There's a different type of grandmother out there. Grandmothers ain't like grandmothers used to be.
But is it worth?
I mean, if you tear down the foundation, then do you think people gonna respect it? If you tear down the grandmother foundation, these grandmothers, these people that when we saw grandmothers, they weren't at the club twerking. I'm talking about
not doing our time. They did it before. Yeah, they do.
I mean, they did it when they was who they were. But when they got there, they played their role. Now, I ain't saying they ain't go do what they want to do, but they weren't trying to be. My grandmother never tried to be my friend. Now, she tried to understand me after I got out of prison. But she always, to me, held the role of reverence.
Yeah.
This was my granddad. Now, they might have been whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with them being human because once I grew to understand that life was life and people lived the way they had to live when they was living, I understood that they did their thing.
But you always saw them as grandmama and granddad.
That's what I saw.
Regardless. Even knowing that. I know they did their thing. It ain't no game like, man, I'm gonna kill you.
No. Because the respect level was there because I understood for him to be born in the 20s.
Yeah.
And we sitting here talking to him in the 80s, in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
What did he endure in this society?
Yeah.
My grandmother was a fair-skinned woman in this society in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. What did she endure that she never said nothing about? You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Whatever it was, the integrity that you had kept you focused on putting this type of light within inside of me of love, respect, and accountability.
I'm trying to see how you don't walk away from that shit. Like
walk away from what?
Like that kid that killed their whole family. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, what I don't see is when they killed the first one, I wasn't getting my pistol. But I'm gonna get this motherfucker off me. I don't know what they did. You come in here,
like how do you?
Unless
you
somebody had to hear something.
So the only way this happened, you walked in and they just like don't.
They everybody right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I heard this,
you can't come to another room.
Another room. Shit, that bitch better not take another step. Man, listen. No, man, no, bro. No, brother.
His brother.
If he come in hollering too loud, goddamn it, nigga, what's the problem? I'm up, man. Listen, bro. No, bro. I mean, we just got to realize.
He was young too.
Young, dude, was a young dude in his 20s.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even.
Dude's in his 20s,
like 21, 22, like not.
And look,
27, 28.
When they showed him, he damn near had a smile walking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, they finna like damn near electrocute your ass. Bro, he walking, smile.
He ready to die.
Yeah, now his life is over.
Yeah,
he ready to die.
His life is over.
I mean, and it's not because his life ain't over because of the system.
No,
it's because of who he and everything he's become.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to get the system any credit for saying his life is over. They gonna do punishment or whatever they gonna do.
Yeah.
But his life was over when he made those decisions to sell his soul, whatever he did, how he got there and did this thing for people who hadn't. Man, we don't know what they did.
Yeah,
but whatever they did, all of them didn't do it.
I was gonna say, whatever they did, it didn't warrant their.
It didn't warrant.
Yeah.
So my thing is that when he made that decision, he did. He sealed his fate.
That's why I say it has to be some.
Where they sleep.
Mental health issues.
They
didn't say they would sleep. I don't know if they would sleep or not.
Now it does. I remember. I have not read the reports. I just know what I saw in the news.
Yeah.
And the news say he broke into the house. He like, it wasn't like they was just sitting in the house watching TV. Like he broke the lock.
Yeah, came up in there.
And came up in there and just,
It's whatever. He like, it's whoever.
Man, first I had
right.
I'm have something you got to find.
Right. You gonna have to find my ass, right?
I'm
coming up
I'm sure he did. Like,
I'm a light sleeper, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, my kid be laughing like, Dad'll pop up in a minute. I will pop up talking, mumbling.
If I don't pop up, these dogs gonna pop up. I love dogs.
Who you talking about license? Talking about dad?
Africa.
I'm gonna break that goddamn door down.
I've been saying like too tired. He working now. He got all them children.
Shit, I think we have discovered Langston is not the father.
Right. Langston
I gotta see.
Langston is not the father.
I gotta see that.
We're waiting for the results to come back.
Okay, so you can't say like that until the results come back.
But we okay.
Next
look,
week.
Next week.
We'll have the results.
Their eyes are open.
The eyes are open.
Oh, I'm talking about results. I need to see.
We're not paying for no thing.
Y'all trying to say?
No, yes, we are. I am gonna pay for DNA.
But y'all finna go on looks. It can look like the mama still be the daddy kid.
I'm just telling you like this, my brother. As I see this thing, Langston is really not.
I got tall and short kids. I got slim. I got kids wear glasses. I got kids don't.
And they look like you through every stage of your life. Then right now they look like you as your adolescence.
When I see people, they be like, they look just like their mama. And I'm telling you, I get a lot of it now. Like, we went shopping the other day. The girl said, "Girl, if you don't look just like Tanya," the girl like, and I'm looking like, ain't no way. But Jordan do favor Tanya. Jordan definitely. Tank got the baby girl kind of built up like mama how she used to be. But even they be like, Casey on?
Put it on film. Put it on film.
Used to be.
She was young.
Old pussy tonight.
Oh, now when I was young, like
he would not be getting empty.
No.
Clean it up, nigga. Clean it up.
I'd be like, used to, USTA.
Used to be.
When Mama was 20, she was like, 110, 115. Tank built like that, on that level. That's how Mama used to be. Mama ain't that no more. I'm not gonna play that game. I mean,
let's be real with it.
Yeah, that means sleeping on your side tonight. I sleep on my side. What that mean? But we ain't even play that game.
It used to be.
I'm not Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles. That's just me. I'm a realist. Ain't what I used to be.
Oh, she still here. Yeah, you know what? She threw one in. Pop! She shot that jab at your ass.
She would always say, she'll tell the kids, your daddy used to have abs. Used to that USTA.
Yeah.
Your daddy used to have abs. I know I ain't got that no more. And I ain't even gonna play like I do. We ain't even. No, actually 30 years later. I be feeling. So we 30 years later. What we talking about?
So Tara like my abs. But she said for some reason.
Tara didn't see you young.
No, she'll be.
Tell you something young.
Yeah, she ain't. If she had seen me young.
Exactly.
I don't think so. I mean, I've seen plenty of young niggas.
You ain't the first nigga I seen with abs. I know what you just said. Look at Magic Mike. Magic Mike up there like.
I'm just saying. I agree with that. Because see, I know how it go, but that's beautiful. But I'm just saying, what you saying?
What you saying? She just told you. I seen plenty
I'm saying, as you become older and mature, your taste becomes more refined.
Oh, okay. You saying that. Okay, you see niggas, but you ain't tripping with them.
I'm just saying, like, I like what I got. I ain't got to have. I'm not looking for the body of a 25-year-old.
When you 50 plus, man, I don't think you. And I ain't finna say. Now I don't want a 400-pound ass woman. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't. But I don't think you so much.
Bitch, you got a limit. I'm now to this. When this get here, bitch, you on your own.
I mean, I don't think she want a man 400 nigga pants.
Like this.
I don't think she want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but I don't think we looking at far as body,
physicality.
Physicality. It's more like what's up in that mind,
right?
Like,
for real.
What do you bring to the table? Do you love me for me?
Exactly.
We on that. How do we work together?
That's the real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want the desire factor. You know what I'm saying? But the desire factor changes as you get older.
Exactly.
Now, when I was young, I desired. When I was young, I desired if it moved. Okay. Yeah, that motherfucker moving. You know what I'm saying? Kill it. You kill it. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, especially when you learn and grow, you understand it's way deeper than this.
Yeah, we get older. We learn
and it's
how
not
to
even
stuff up.
It's not. I mean, it's not even that. It's not even really sex no more. It's intertwining and entangling with the understanding that you have with each other, and that becomes mesmerizing when you do it the right way.
Yeah, I'm more about the mind, man. The mind. Like what we talking about
tonight?
What's the mindset? What would how do we get to that to make sure this family is good?
Yeah. I mean, but I like the motivation factor. When you give me what I like and how I like it.
Now that's the turn on.
I'm about that tatted.
That's the turn on.
Give me what you like.
That's the turn on.
Listen, I'm finna shake the world.
Exactly.
You don't have them, goddamn.
Say, hey, you don't be sitting on laying in the bed with the outsets.
You see what I'm talking about?
Jaw swole.
What is going on?
That's been stopping that. Yeah. So man, it ain't 20s and 50s a whole new ball.
Yeah, but it's yeah. Hey man, but hey, listen, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Come back on, check us out.
Before we get out of here, we got 5 minutes, so check it out.
Oh,
Yeah, check it out. Let's talk about a little sports, man. I want to know if everybody know about this. All right, so Sunday night, Damian Lillard. I don't know if everybody know who he is. He played for Portland Trailblazers in the NBA.
Right.
He put up 71 points.
What?
Against Houston Sunday night.
No, man.
So why right after the game do they pull him out the drug testing?
They did what?
Right after the game?
Soon the game over with. As soon as he put up 71, he couldn't even do the interview. They pulled him over. I mean, they pulled him out. And I'm talking about they
Yeah. And so how did he test?
He tested positive, but they blood tested him with the needle. They ain't even piss test him. They hit him with the needle, and he's scared of needles.
Wait a minute, he tests positive.
No, I mean negative.
Okay.
I mean negative.
I mean, ain't no argument there.
No,
I mean, they know something.
No, he tested negative.
He tested negative. I mean, but my nigga, I love our athletes. I promise I was one of you, not on the level y'all on. But man, listen, you got to come to the point where you saying it's enough.
God,
it's enough.
I mean, you think they pulling out Luka Doncic?
It's enough.
You know what I'm saying?
It's enough. If you don't want us to play our game the way we play it, it had an NBA and an ABA at one time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ain't got to stay in the NBA, man.
But if you want that NBA money,
see, that's what I told Tonya.
But you got to take certain challenges.
Because she was talking about college football, and I said, well, if the kids go to all HBCUs or whatnot, or even if you take the NFL and go to the XFL and the USFL, they can't get the NFL money. And I think that's what they're looking for. They can't pay them like that.
They want that NBA and that NFL money.
But it's enough, and which
But if you know the rules and you following the rules of your contract to get your money, I wouldn't care if they pulled me out of every game. Because to keep my millions of dollars.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I'm going to do what I need to do.
Yeah. And it's just so funny, like.
Well, he did. Because
Yeah, he was straight, but it was just like.
You're right.
You have other guys, like, white players that play good. And when they do something great, they don't put these motherfuckers just out of drugs. Tell them, like, nigga, inhuman. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, we got another player, man. Dude played on Georgia college football. Jalen Carter played on the championship team this year, one of the star players.
What number he was?
Number 88. Okay. Played defensive tackle. They projected him to go the first pick in the NFL draft.
The first pick?
First pick. Again, because, Georgia had the number 1 pick last year off the defensive line.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they talking about Jalen Carter. So after the championship game they played in January, one of the guys had died, like they was driving fast. I think they clocked him at 104.
Mm-hmm.
And he died. I think what's the girl? She's supposed to have been some type of
one of the ladies said help.
Yeah, lady help out or whatever. I think she was in the car or whatever.
I believe she was a trainer.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So you remember they wrecked.
Right.
The guy died.
Yeah.
Played on the football team. So now 2 months later, Jalen Carter, the star football player, allegedly said he was racing his car. And so they're at the NFL Combine this week, getting ready to work out for the NFL, right? Why they didn't brought him up on charges? They didn't put that warrant out for his arrest. So he got to go turn himself in. He had to leave the Combine today and go back to Athens, Georgia, turn himself in. Now they say it's misdemeanor charges. They charged him with reckless driving and racing.
What they saying?
I don't know how this come on.
How he getting reckless driving? They don't know who was driving. So if he was driving.
I'm just saying, why did it come up two months ago?
I'm trying to see where's the evidence that he was reckless driving.
Now I don't know. That's why he's going back to see. Now he say he gonna be exonerated. Like
that's what he said.
Now that's what he's saying.
I mean, cause I'm looking at it like this: for them to come back and say pull you for a reckless driving, and nobody was there but these. Somebody had to say something to be his word against theirs, or they have video evidence that it was his car. But if they ain't got none of that, then
that's what I think. It knocks him down in the draft. Like,
okay.
So it's the game. Like, now you got baggage. Now the question is, I don't know if I want to touch it right now.
But what?
Now you lose millions.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who's saying what.
Yeah, cause you don't know.
Cause somebody had to say something to them for them to know it. I mean,
So why was
why now? NFL combine.
I don't think I can think of
why it wasn't being said
in January, February.
for them to wait.
I believe he turned down something that they felt he's supposed to have been taking.
Yeah.
You almost humble you. Like,
I'm gonna humble you, nigga.
It's cool when they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong that do it.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, man. It's 8:00. We finna get ready to get out of here, man. We enjoyed everybody that joined in, man. We appreciate y'all following us.
Hey, man, keep following, man. We're gonna keep it going on. You know what I'm saying? And then we have real talk. Now, what I plan on doing, what I've seen everybody. I mean, let's bring everybody in. We're gonna see how we can get us all in, the wives and us, and we sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? So we can go from there. Okay. And if not here, we finna start doing basically just voice podcasts, the same podcast, but you can catch it on Spotify and other platforms. So just give us a minute, we're gonna take our business.
We love y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Feel it. Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, now you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking